Looking for the leak in the Prius on the evaporator. So what you see here is you see my endoscope here, minus the lube, and going into the case of the evaporator. So if you see right down there, of course, I got a hole drilled in the case. And so we can actually see the face of the coil. And what I'm looking for is a black buildup on the face. So what you would see a dark area, a shadow, and you would see a oily, dirty, dusty buildup as you go across the case as I go inside. So right now I'm traveling back towards the back of the case. Let's see, where am I? Okay, I got lost. Hold on. Trying to do this with one hand. You feed with one hand. There we go. I found it again. So that's the case, and I'm looking all the way down to the bottom. That's all the way to the bottom. It's a bad shot. But then I'll move it and I'll scan all the way to the top. And I'm looking for that dark shadow. So this is the one with the bad compressor. And the reason I'm doing this, because I cannot find the leak. I feel it only had 8 psi of refrigerant in the system. And with 8 psi, it's not good enough to do a leak check. And so I add a little more refrigerant in there. I'm looking for the leak. And I have 60, I think, 60 some psi, 68 psi in there. And I have not been able to locate the leak in the front. I have not been able to locate the leak through the vents. So sometimes you have a leak on the evaporator that doesn't always like the leak, and you could get a visual this way by using your borescope. And that's what I'm attempting to do here. But it looks like if there is a leak, it's not big enough that it has left a big oily stain on the face of the evaporator. So I'm gonna high pressure nitrogen this thing and see if I could find it that way. Other than that, this vehicle's getting a compressor and a condenser. And condenser is usually the #1 place to get a leak on these vehicles. And this one does look like the original condenser. But since the compressor went, it's getting a condenser anyway, because it is a micro channel, and any little metal debris will be inside the tubes of the condenser. So alright guys, this was the second video. The first was showing the sound, or letting you hear the sound of what a 3-phase high voltage electric compressor sounds like. One of the sounds, there's different sounds they make, but that was just one of them, and I've released videos with different sounds before, and this is just another. Alright, catch you guys later. I'll see ya.